Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Crazy. It's already been 5 years, right? I think I can speak for everybody when I say 2018 was a incredible year for hip hop. One of the best, but one of the biggest surprises, came from one of the biggest artists of all time. You know what I'm saying? 2018 was already going crazy, but August 31st, man, I remember like it was yesterday. I just came home from work. Was actually told about a Venom track, right? But as soon as I went to lay down, looked at my phone, went to go check the track out, boom, whole album, man, 13 tracks. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I remember at that time, M ain't never do no shit like that. He never just dropped a whole album without no rollout, nothing like that, man. So like, I couldn't believe it. I was more shocked than people was when Recovery got leaked, and people thought it was fake because, he had all those pop stars on it. So, I mean, of course, I got up, hopped straight in the car, man, and history, man. History. I'll go on to say probably, I know a lot of people, they act like Eminem's been trashed for decades or whatever. You can go all the way back to 2013, Marshall Mathers LP2, even Dead End Hip Hop. They all, when they did the review for that joint, they was saying how they enjoyed it, whatever. And then when Revival came out, they was like, M ain't dropped nothing good in a while. Another story, neither here nor there. I still, watch a lot of their videos. But, a lot of people hopped on the hate train in 2017, of course. But, I don't know, man. With this joint, it gave you that feel back, you know what I'm saying? People that I've been wanting from M for a while, and still want, him just coming out, snapping. We don't need, granted, I like long albums, but we don't need, the legends give us, 2-hour albums anymore. We short and sweet, keep it to the point, you know what I'm saying? Good production, good bars. That's all people want for real. But anyway, back to this joint, man. Kamikaze. Track 1, man, The Ringer. Automatically got a different feel from Revival, of course. It was like the Rebuttal album, So like the production, of course, this hit different off first listen, man. Like, man, and there's so many bars. The Ringer is just one of those, and I've actually heard The Ringer in a couple clubs too. I don't go out often, but whether it's a concert or hanging out with some people, I've heard this song, The Ringer, in multiple settings. So I mean, it's kind of cool that people say he got played in clubs, but I heard it. So I mean, out in VA at least. I can't speak for everywhere else, but man, everything you want, man. Downplaying current artists, because he got a lot of people he can go at. He ain't like the early 2000s with his Backstreet Boys and shit like that. He got a plethora of people he can go at now. So, I mean, it was good to hearing that, that anger. Because Pissed M is the best M in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But, anyway, next track, we got, The Greatest, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking crazy, saying that's a quid. I fucking tell him make me eat a fucking dick. That shit is gold, man. One of the coolest opening, setups in the M album, I think. You know what I'm saying? He had that crazy, it's funny, he had a line that Conway actually had in his mixtape. I think he heard and he flipped it. But was it the M16 bar? It was on one of the mixtapes. Was it Conway? Not Conway. Reject on Steroids, or the one that Spurs is on, the first one. Damn, what did he say? Anyway, he flipped it. Bars like bullets when I spit 16s. Is why I call them motherfuckers M16s. Conway had said something about man, hold on. All right, found it. Hold on. It's on Reject on Steroids. I'm getting 6 rings, nigga, off of these 16s, nigga. And when I was 16, nigga, spit like an M16, nigga. You can go get 16 niggas, nigga, each bring 16 niggas. Watch how they all get the drum. Watch how little click ring, nigga. Get a flow so pussy. But anyway, speaking of, that's one of the things I think he could have improved on this whole album. There's no Conway or West Side Gun on this joint. Now in this time, it wasn't where they're at now. So I mean, like, it would have been a big ass look. Like, imagine if Bang was right after Greatest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whew. Ooh, it would have been a hard line. The original Bang too, when he was actually going at Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Oh my fucking gosh, that would have been crazy. Especially to drop it on his birthday too. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Imagine Ringer, Greatest, Bang, Lucky You. That's a crazy lineup. But if I was them, I would have definitely put Calm in this project, man. Because you drop a project out of nowhere, got your new signee up there too. That would have been crazy. But it didn't happen. So there's that. Greatest still in rotation, you know what I'm saying? Mike Will did that beat, I believe. Bars for days. He had the whole diamond in the ring. You had to be diamond just to hop in the ring because he got the diamond albums or whatever. Bars for days, bruh. Track 3, come on. Lucky You. Now, Joyner, he gave him his best. Like, Joyner, he was flipping flows, all that shit. Riding the beat. And M, he gave it to him. He let him go first, and he mimicked him. He did what he did, but did it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just levels to this shit, man. That's where M does that shit. He just get the, like, when he got with Kendrick on Marshmallow's LP2 on that damn Love Game joint, man. I think personally that's prime Kendrick for me. That was around Good Kid, Mad City Kendrick. When they actually made music, they didn't take 5 years. They was real active. He gets prime Wayne, Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z. And he gets on these tracks with him. He just eat them up. You know what I'm saying? That was no different with Joyner. Joyner gave him a good ass fight. You know what I'm saying? But Lucky You is just classic, man. That just stays in rotation, hits every time. What do you say? I work till the wheels fall off. I work tirelessly or some shit like that. Crazy bars, man. I'm just going off top right now. If I'm getting something mixed up, get over it. It might be a long video too. I don't give a fuck. It's one of my favorite albums. We got some skits, bringing those back, from the OG fans. You know what I'm saying? I think the last one. Well, I guess he had that dog skit on Marshmallow's LP too, but like for the most part, he moved away from the skits. He was at the Steve Berman joints. That was funny. But on this one, he got Paul pretty much saying you should chill out, not respond, because in the next album, you gotta be responding to the people that responding. You know how they do. Track 5, Normal. I don't hate it. It's actually not the worst song on this album. I think it's funny. He got some clever lines in there. It's like an M track. You know what I'm saying? M got a long range as far as like he can make playful shit. He make some aggressive shit, some thoughtful shit. I don't mind it. One of the classic lines from this next skit, M calls Paul. He was saying, "My fault because you're fucking stupid," right? I fucking love that line. I still use that line to this day, man. Gold. Track 7, we got Stepping Stones. You know what I'm saying? Apologizing to D12. Granted, I don't understand why he's saying he's using them as stepping stones. He was bigger than them. I don't understand where that comes from, but appreciate the apology, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for the homies. It's tragic they'll never do another song again or whatever, but they're still homies. I didn't like this track when I first heard it, but it grew on me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I grown to appreciate it. Track 8, Not Alike. Everybody went M on these modern beats or whatever, and they don't get more modern than this, for this time at least. Of course, he got Royce up here, one of the best spitters, one of the few that can go bar for bar multiple times with him. Some people still say Royce is a better MC. I mean, if Mickey Fax came at M, I don't think he would have hid, tried to make it more than a situation than it was, but that's another story. I get it, Royce is All Life is Precious now. You know what I'm saying? He's still one of my favorite MCs, and I still want Prime 3, but that was whack, man. But anyway, Not Alike is, come on, it's like a dream come true, M, Royce, basically making fun of the modern generation of rap, how this shit. I don't even know that they got the hook from the Migos or whatever. I don't know the name of the song. It was one of their hits. I really can't mention names. I've heard, someone told me it, but I just don't remember the name of it at the moment. They're pretty much mocking him. It's gold. Royce went off. Some people used to say he was off beat, but I thought he was doing fine. Maybe I'm just biased. But M, of course, come on now. This is the famous. This is, honestly, he didn't need to drop Kill Shot. He killed, MGK with this. Next time you gotta use Tech 9 you want to come at me with a submachine gun. You gotta come at me with a submachine gun. Well, I lost my shit, man. And I fucking knew it. I remember I was telling my boss at the time, man, that... Oh, actually, I told him earlier that year that I thought MGK was throwing shots at M, because he was talking about not being a rap god. I forgot what he said on the Tech 9 song, but I actually liked the song a lot. But I was like, yo, he dissed M, bro. Like, and he was like, nah, you reaching. And sure enough, M responds to him. Everybody thought it was about his daughter. I'm sure that had something to do with it, but of course it was hopping on the Tech 9 song and, dissing him on his song or whatever. Because I think M gave Tech that crazy ass verse for free. So he got respect for Tech. I guess he was waiting for anything to tear MGK's head off. And he ain't been the same since Kill Shot. Man, switched genres. He started dressing weird, all sus. People be saying, oh, yeah, Megan Fox, he ain't gay. It's a thing called bi. And if you're bi, you're still gay, but whatever. Inshallah to him. Anyway, Not Alike is my favorite song on this album. The beat was hard. The beat switch was crazy. Bars for fucking days, man. Track 9, Kamikaze, another M track. M stylized track, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. As far as like the first week of listening, like I remember just not feeling the first half, but then when the beat switched, people thought he was throwing shots at Drake with the views line and all that. Honestly, I really like the joint, man. Like it fits M, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's still being playful, but on a modern beat. It's like a Just Don't Give a Fuck, but on modern beat, Track 10. Back in the day when this first joint came out, I believe these two were switched, Fall and Kamikaze. So like, he kept saying, "Don't fall on my face." I thought he said, "Don't fart on my face," but I cannot hear it now. But he was like, "Why just call it Kamikaze? This shit should have been called Fall, and other ones should have been called Kamikaze," because he kept talking about crashing into, crashing airplanes and shit. But they switched it like a couple days after or something like that. That's how I remember all this shit, man. Because that time frame, man, was just crazy, man. Like I remember being upset that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 wasn't going to have a campaign. So I remember like a lot of shit from that year. And this album, man, I'm telling you, I was balls deep in this shit. Like dissecting every little bar possible. Multiple spins. Got the merch. I was going crazy for this album. Still am too, man. But anyway, Fall, he blanked out faggot. He called Tyler create nothing. I see why you called yourself a faggot, bitch. You wear some D12's balls, you're sacrilegious. And he got a Joe Budden, Academics, man. Like the song blew up because of those names alone. Joey never responded. And like I said, the funniest thing is this is all on his birthday, yo. Like he dropped this shit. Joe got the surprise of his life when he woke up that night, bro, or that morning. Anyway, Nice Guy is actually the worst song on the album, in my opinion. The beat is cool. I don't have too much to say. I don't like the song. I don't skip it anymore. It kind of just goes right into Good Guy. It was actually a really good song. I actually really enjoyed this joint with Jessie Reyez. She's on both, but only credited for 12. But to close the album out originally, because the next track is Venom, it's a soundtrack. I thought it was great. Not great to close the album, but a great song. It's a different contrast from Nice Guy. Did I say Bad Guy? I meant to say Nice Guy if I said Bad Guy. But anyway, Jessie Reyez is good on the hook in my opinion. A lot of people don't like the pop singers, but She did fine me, but you know, people are gonna say what they're gonna say, and of course, Venom. People joke this song all the time, but this shit hits in the gym. It's one of his most streamed songs, if I'm not mistaken. The song is better than the movie, in my opinion. Which, granted, I like the movie. I just don't like how it wasn't bloody. Venom should have been ripping people's heads off, and they should have been showing it. I don't understand why they do this kind of shit with characters that, you know, they try to maximize profit instead of making a good, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not comic book accurate, but, you know, something that's close to the original material without, you know what I'm saying, diluting it. Like they're doing with Craven. They're doing a good. The Craven trailer look great. I can't wait to see Craven. They should have did that with Venom, but the music video is crazy too. You know, his music taking people over and making them, you know what I'm saying, brolic as fuck. Yeah, man, Kamikaze is fucking. Is it a classic? Undisputed, probably not, but to the fans, they're probably going to say it's one of his better albums. Tracks, of course, number one gotta be Not Alike, you know what I'm saying? The beat switch, the flow switches, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. Number two, I gotta go with Ringer, you know what I'm saying? Hell of an opener, 6+ minutes of his bars, you know what I'm saying? No hook, just rapping, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people can do that shit for 3 minutes, let alone 6. Rap God shit. Am I doing top 5 or top 3? Because Lucky You would be next. Beat was crazy. Jordan went crazy, and of course, do what he does best. But I like Venom a lot too, man. Like I know a lot of people get that shit, give it a lot of shit, but nah, Venom go hard. I don't know, man. I guess it depends on what you like. That's my top 4. That's the only song I really don't like is Nice Guys, but when I'm playing the whole album, I won't skip it. So I mean, it's nothing that I love though. Like that shit is definitely the weakest track up here. But as far as like garbage, like it's not a fact. It's not a. I'd rather listen to Nice Guys than Headlights. Stronger Than I Was. We Made You. I'm trying to think of some more songs I can't stand. There's a lot on Encore I don't like. I actually might be a hot take, but I actually like Revival more than Encore. Sorry. But anyway, that's it though. Who's still bumping this joint 2023? Hell, 2028. We still be bumping this joint? I probably will, unless I'm dead or something. But anyway, that's it. Take it easy.